Let me guess. You're trying to pick up your first credit card and it feels like you accidentally opened a portal to financial hell. There's metal credit cards, cash back, travel points, bonus offers. And if you spent $4,000 in 3 weeks and you're probably sitting there thinking, I just want to build credit and not get scammed. I've been there and it's annoying because they make it confusing on purpose. So in this video, I'm going to make it stupid simple. I'll show you exactly how credit works, what card you should get first, and why starting boring is actually the smartest play that you can make. And as a bonus, I've got a free cheat sheet linked in the description that will walk you through everything I'm going to talk about in this video step by step. Just keep in mind that your first credit card won't make you rich in rewards, but it will open doors to a ton of financial freedom later if you play it right. So let's get into it. So credit scores. Your credit score is like your financial report card. It follows you everywhere. You want to rent an apartment, finance a car, eventually buy a home, you need a good credit score. And my guess is if you're watching this video and don't yet have a credit card, it's likely your credit score is low. But don't worry, this is normal. Here's how they work. This score is kept by institutions called credit bureaus. There are 3 major credit bureaus in the US: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. They each collect info about how you use your credit, your payments, balances, new accounts, and more. Lenders, like credit card companies, report your activity to them, and the bureaus turn that into a credit report, which is used to calculate your credit score. And here's the kicker. Good credit doesn't come from just being responsible. It comes from doing the things that build credit, like opening accounts, using them properly, and showing banks that they can trust you. So this first credit card is not about rewards. It's about starting the clock on your credit history. The longer you've had credit, the better. There are 5 buckets of credit scores ranging from 300 to 850. Here's how they range. 300 to 579 is considered poor. 580 to 669 is fair. 670 to 739 is good. 740 to 799 is very good. And 800 to 850 is considered excellent. Just know, without a credit history, you're already at a disadvantage getting approved for your first card. Why? Because most credit card companies start to consider your score good at around 670. That's the tipping point where you're more likely to get approved for traditional unsecured credit cards with actual rewards and benefits, not just the entry level or secured ones. Credit is like a trust score. The higher it is, the more banks trust you with money. And here's what impacts that score. Things that make it go up include paying bills on time, using less than 30% of your credit limit, keeping accounts and credit cards open so long as you pay off the balance, and not applying for too much credit at once. It's honestly a really complicated system where no one holds a true factual guide of how to perfectly navigate credit. But this is the best information that we have, and you should follow it when it comes to credit. If you're getting overwhelmed, don't worry. I've got all of this charted out on the first credit card cheat sheet linked in the description. So when you're looking at your first credit card, oftentimes it's because you hear about credit card rewards, free flights, cheaper vacations. It's all great in theory, but here's the tough love part. You're not getting a premium credit card. Cards like the Chase Sapphire or the Amex Gold are made for people with long, established credit history and often higher incomes. Why is that? It's because banks don't want to give you a huge credit limit when they don't know if you're going to pay it back. You currently are what they call a credit risk. It's not personal, it's just data. Also, every time you apply for a card, they do something called a hard inquiry on your credit file. This dings your credit score temporarily, so don't go applying for 6 cards at once and hoping something sticks. We need to be strategic when applying for cards for the first time. And let's bust a myth. Rewards are overrated when you're just starting out. Yes, points and rewards for spending your own money sound sexy, but unless you're spending thousands of dollars a month, these points won't do much. Your first card isn't about chasing points and rewards. It's about building habits and building credit. Let's look at your real options. There are starter cards you might qualify for, even with little or no credit history. The first one is the Chime Secured Credit Builder. It's super easy to get approved for, but you have to move money into it to set your limit. It functions more like a gift card where you need a balance to spend on it rather than a traditional credit card. Next good option is the Capital One Platinum. There's no rewards, but it's reliable and reports to all 3 credit bureaus, which is important for building good credit. Another good option, especially if you're a student, is the Discover It Student Chrome. This is a solid option and it does produce actual cash back. And the last option is the Chase Freedom Rise. This is the one I'd go with. Why this card? The Chase Freedom Rise is from a reputable bank, Chase, and it's designed specifically for people that are building credit, and surprise, it actually offers some cash back. Most starter cards don't. What's even better is if you open a Chase checking account first and deposit some money into it, they suggest $250, your odds of approval go way up. They just want to see you have a pre-existing relationship with the bank. And heads up, if you open a Chase bank account with the link in the description, you'll receive a $300 bonus after you meet their criteria. And if you already bank with someone like Bank of America or Wells Fargo, it might make sense to apply for a credit card with them, but only if they tell you it's possible for you to be approved in advance, as they don't really have beginner credit cards. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry, we've all been there. If you want a free checklist that walks you through all the steps to get your first card, I've made one that's based on everything in this video, including how to prep before applying, what cards offer what, and how to avoid common mistakes. The link's in the description. You have to start smart. Your credit future starts with a not so powerful card. Subscribe if you want more non-bullshit financial advice like this, and drop a comment if you have any questions about your specific situation.